What's up guys, I'm Newbie Dave and welcome to the Weekend Update. Let's get started. What is going on you guys? I have been busy this week. Really just kind of taking care of my farm over here. I've been really excited about my agriculture district that we're building up over here. Been feeding my cows. I think they have all grown, so let's go down and take care of that. Fun story, this is actually the second time I've recorded this episode. The first time I recorded, the audio was completely messed up. And not just the in-game audio, like my actual voice recording, it was just gone. There was no voice recording. And I can't have a recording with no voice, so I have to re-record the whole thing. But that's why making backups of your world is a good idea. I always make a backup of my world before starting a new video, just in case something like this happens so that I can go back, and redo things if I need to. So one of the other things that I've been busy with over the past couple weeks has been coming over here and running my gold farm. Unfortunately, this isn't really an AFK farm. It works so fast that you can't just walk away or else it's going to get backed up. And so I have to just spend some time camping over here letting this thing run. But I have finally gotten enough gold blocks to be able to make another beacon pyramid, this time entirely out of gold. And so that is the plan for today, is to set this bad boy up. Now, I mentioned when I made my first beacon that my goal in this world is to build a beacon out of all of the different materials that you can build beacons out of. That is iron, emeralds, gold, and diamonds. I'm excluding netherite. I'm not even going to try to build an entire beacon pyramid out of netherite blocks. That's just absolutely insane. But I have been grinding, doing a lot of mining. I'm still quite a ways away from having enough diamonds to do a pyramid out of diamonds, but I finally got enough gold, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So for this, we need to head back to the end because there is no way I'm going to fight the wither on my own. I will, of course, be using the wither trap that I built in the end because why fight the wither when you can just kill him? Now, I forgot to really discuss last time how you get the wither skeleton skulls to summon the wither, because I had enough from doing off-camera work that I didn't really need to do it. So what you want to do is you want to find a fortress like the one that we start off in here, and you want to find some wither skeletons like this guy over here, and then you want to build these little barricades like this, because the wither skeletons are taller than 2 blocks. And so with these little barricades, you can pass through them, but the skeletons cannot. And now you can just sit here and safely take out the wither skeletons and not have to worry about getting hit and getting the oh so dangerous wither effect. You do, of course, still have to deal with blazes and regular skeletons and other mobs that spawn in a fortress, but it sure does make farming the wither skeletons much easier. That's what you get for forgetting to put your armor back on. Newbie Dave. That is just, frankly, that's embarrassing. I should have known better. I had my elytra on, which isn't very good armor to begin with, and I'd taken my helmet off to do the intro and forgot to put it back on, and so I was actually missing a lot of my armor. That was silly. Fortunately, I've got some backup gear. Can easily get back to where I was, pick up everything. I was not expecting that. It took me completely by surprise. I think here soon it might be time to come up with a better plan for my nether arrangement than just having these open portals that are exposed to bad guys, because this is not the first. It's the first time I've died from this, but it's not the first time that I've gotten ganged up on by some piglins while trying to get back to my end portal. Oh my goodness, some of them went through the portal. Okay, we're back in business. Give me a second to clean up my inventory and then we'll be good. Alright, we are back in business, heading over to the end. We're going back to the wither trap. We're going to summon another wither, and we'll get another nether star that we can build another beacon with. Here is my second beacon built out of iron blocks. I set this bad boy up in the end so I could mine tons and tons of obsidian. Really, I don't need more obsidian, but I gotta do something to pass the time while letting my chorus fruit farm over there grow, so I can get some chorus fruit to make some purple blocks with. So here was what we need to summon the Wither. Why am I getting attacked by Endermen? I'm not looking at anybody. This is the second Enderman that's ganked me since I've been here. And as far as I know, I have not made eye contact with any of them. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build myself a little safety hole over here. My goodness, I don't know what's going on today, you guys. So for starters, I'm going to swap out my elytra with my chest piece, so I've got a little bit more gear to work with. Okay, let's summon this Wither. The reason that we came here, not all the distractions that have been going on. I don't think I got my skulls out. Yeah, there's my skulls. And there goes the Wither. We're just going to let him do his thing. I'm going to come over here and actually I'm going to break down this iron pyramid with the beacon. It's nice for mining the obsidian, but I think I'm done mining obsidian. I'm going to move this thing back to the overworld. Look at these guys. Look at them. They're just waiting for me to look directly at them. I hate Endermen. And there goes the Wither. Have I mentioned how much I love this thing? Oh, look at that. Got 4 Wither Roses. I think he was, I think he took out a few Endermen during the fiasco. That's nice. So back in the overworld, I've got my beacon that I took to the end with the iron blocks. I now have the nether star that I just got, so we need to make a new beacon. So I'll get some obsidian and some glass, throw this onto a crafting table, and there is beacon number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up in the overworld. Now we have a couple of options. We could put this thing pretty close to my existing beacon. You can actually kind of double these things up. You could build a second beacon pyramid that shares most of the resources with an existing pyramid. So if you just like come over 1 block and add 1 row to each of these, you technically have 2 pyramids that are just like 90% sharing resources, and then you can set up a second beacon right next to it. I don't want to do that because I want each pyramid to be built entirely out of their own resource. So I could build this bad boy like right over here, and then they would both be within the same range, and so I could have like speed 2 and haste 2, or speed 2 and haste and regeneration, or something like that. But what I think I want to do instead is kind of space these out, because if I come over here to, say, my mine, you can see that the speed 2 effect is no longer refreshing. It's because, whoa, no. Man, this is not my day. This is not my day. I am getting all kinds of ganked today. So yeah, what I was trying to say is right over here, the speed 2 effect doesn't refresh anymore because I'm just out of range of my green emerald beacon over there. So I think it'd be kind of nice to have these beacons spread out a little bit so that kind of anywhere that I am within my base or surrounding my base, I'm within range of a beacon, and I can just put the speed 2 effect on all of them and not have to worry about it. So I could build a beacon over here, or maybe one behind my barn. I don't think that would reach all the way to the gold farm, but it would certainly help with getting back and forth to the gold farm if there was one over here. You know what? I've got iron and I've got gold. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do one over there by my amethyst farm, and I'll do one over here by my barn. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one over here by my barn, and I think this one will be my, I'll do gold over here. So let me get my shovel, and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did for my emerald beacon. I really, really like the look of having it buried in the ground, surrounded by the deep slate tiles. It just looks so good. So what we need to do for that, I'm going to come over here. I'll start on this side, and we're going to go out 11 blocks in each direction. So there's 1, 2, 3, 11, and we'll go out 11 blocks this way and just carve out this whole area. And then we need to go down 5 blocks. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the beacon pyramid is going to be 4 blocks tall, with the beacon sitting on top is going to be 5 blocks. So now we'll just dig out this whole area. You know what I could probably do? Let me try this. I'm going to set up a partial beacon right over here. I'll use some of my iron blocks. I'm just going to set up a 3x3 beacon, which isn't a whole lot, but it should be enough to get me haste 1. And maybe that will help me dig this whole area out. I don't know how much of an effect haste 1 has when you already have efficiency 5. I know with haste 2 it just turns into insta mining, but I don't know if haste 1 will do that. Let's see. No, not much. It's a little bit faster. Every little bit helps, right? Now, by the way, while I'm clearing this out, let me make a very quick announcement. We are actually moving next week. We finally bought our own house, and so we're moving out of our rental, moving into our own house. We're so excited about it. It's a lovely house, really good area, but that means that I'm going to be out of pocket for a couple days during the move, and so I'm going to try to pre-record some videos so that I can at least have something to release while we're out of taking care of all that. But it's not going to be my Let's Play series. So I'll throw some other stuff out there to give you guys something to do and watch while I am gone. Do you know what I did? I think I left my shulker box that has the materials I need to build this thing up on the surface. Yes, I did. There it is. Alright, so the way that this is going to work, the bottom row of the pyramid is a 9x9 base, which is why we dug this thing out 11x11, because I'm going to line all of the walls with these deep slate tile bricks all the way around, so that's why we needed the extra 2 rows on each side. Now for the beacon itself, obviously we will be building this one out of gold blocks, so I'll do a 9x9 base, and then we'll do 7x7 on top of that, then 5x5 and 3x3. Y'all know how to make a beacon pyramid at this point. Look at all this gold. It looks so good. And then we will top this thing with our beacon and cover the top of it with glass. And there we go. Take a look. It looks so good. I'm telling you, I love this style of beacons. This is going to be my new, this is how I do beacons from now on. Now to finish this thing off, where's my shulker box? Oh yeah, I'm going to put some yellow stained glass pane in the beacon light. I want the beacon light to match the color of the material that I build the beacon out of. So this is my gold beacon, and I've got my green emerald beacon over there. And what I want to do, since I've got the resources to do it, is I'm going to leave a chest with the items to power the beacon based on what that beacon is built out of. So my gold beacon I will power with gold ingots. For my emerald beacon I will power with emeralds, and my iron beacon I'll power with irons, which means that my diamond beacon eventually will be powered with diamonds. Is it a flex? Yeah, absolutely it's a flex. Why did I break that? Guys, I don't know where my mind is today. So not bad, that gold beacon will reach to about right here. It gets almost to the gold farm, which is kind of appropriate, but not quite all the way there. So I should be able to get to the gold farm with the speed 2 effect. Coming back, I'll have to wait until I get a little bit closer. That's really nice. So my iron beacon, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I need to go get some more tiled deep slate, and this one I'm going to go ahead and build back here behind my base over by the mine. I'll probably put it right here. This looks like a good spot for it. Now this one's going to be fun. It didn't occur to me when I said I'll build it right here that there's a giant pool of water right here. So we'll just have to fill this bad boy in. I mean, technically the beacon would work if it was underwater, so that's actually an interesting idea. I might do a beacon underwater at some point. I had to fill all that in just so I could dig it back up. And there we go with the iron pyramid. So I'll put a chest here. I'll fill this thing up with iron ingots so we can activate it. And I'm just going to go ahead and do, well, you know, this one, I'm like almost within range of my gold. I'm getting some beacon effect here, and I'm not sure where it's coming from because pretty sure this is out of range of the emerald beacon, but the, yeah, it must be coming from the gold one. So maybe I'll do regen here. So let's do, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do jump boost and regen, because jump boost is kind of fun. Oh yeah, look at that. I'll come drop off the emeralds for the emerald beacon over here. And since we've got 3 beacons that overlap, I might as well, I'm going to change this over to, let's do strength 2. Just so we can have 4 effects at the same time from 3 different beacons. Because why not? Why not have, if you're going to have 3 beacons, you might as well be flexing a little bit. I did not put any stained glass on the iron beacon because I feel like the default beacon beam is already the same color as the iron block, so I'm just going to leave that. And let's see how things are looking from above. Now that we've got 3 beacons going, oh, this is looking so good. I am loving how this base is coming along. Imagine how this looks when we get a diamond beacon in here and we'll have a fourth one going. And that is going to wrap things up for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Big shout out to my patron, Songliana Waterwolf. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And while you're down there, feel free to subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks, y'all, and have a great day.